Hey guys, it's Moonlight here, aka El Samoa, and today I'm going to be discussing something interesting that happened today. So, when I was at school at about maybe seventh period, uh, I had taken my phone out to take a picture of a project that was past due, actually. So, because my teacher told me, my teacher, which I'm not going to put the name out, but yeah, she basically she told me to take a picture of my project after I was done because I was obviously it was past due, like I said. I was after school, no, not after school. I actually went during lunch. So yeah, basically I took out my phone discreetly and took a picture of it just in case she would say something. And what do you know? She said something. Now, first, let me make it clear that I know there's a no phone policy now, thanks to some idiot that invented that, respectfully. But yeah, and so I knew that she was discontent about that, and there was a win against the rules. Uh, but she, well, first she asked if I had a yarmulke pouch, so I said yes. So then I bring my phone and the yarmulke pouch, put it in and stuff. I accepted my fate. Sorry, I accepted my fate. I knew I screwed up, but when I was trying to get my point across of how dystopian society can be sometimes, because they made a law for something kind of pointless and rather rather most effective with parents. When I try to get my point across that, she gave me an attitude, saying that. Well, let me remember real quick. She gave me an attitude. Okay, I remember now. She gave me an attitude. I'm pretty sure saying that if I don't, that it's again that she said very seriously and kind of aggressively. This is New York State law. If I would have given, I would give you a zero. No, if you don't stop, I'm gonna give you a zero or something like that. I remember the zero part, but yeah, somehow, some way, I was still calm. Well, I cried and shit later on, but yeah, I was visibly frustrated. I wanted to, crash out, say all this shit, but I didn't, obviously. But yeah, it was really annoying, to be honest. It's very stressful, and yeah, so. But what I could have said that probably would have gotten me to the reflection room either way was, please relax, teacher. I mean, respectfully, because I'm not trying to pose any argument, and I see you're kind of giving me an attitude. So I understand that what I did was against the school law, but it shouldn't have to get this serious just because I found it way more convenient to just take it out of my bag and just take a picture there. Because you're basically expecting me, or the school is expecting us, to take out a whole large ass Chromebook, open that shit, which probably takes like 40 seconds to boot up, or like 2 minutes to boot up in total, just to only open the camera app, which takes another like 20 seconds. Then just to freaking hold your laptop like this over an assignment or like an R or whatever, and then after you take the picture of it, it just comes out in shitty quality. Like I said, I get that it's against school policy, but you don't have to go ape shit just because I took out my phone. You could have, you could have at least gave me a warning and said, "Put your phone away. You're not supposed to have it out." And I would have listened. I listened either way, but I could have just stated the fact, or I could have clarified that I'm not arguing with her. Yet, I guess I was too shocked, you know? And so when I got back home, I literally this afternoon I fucking snapped at myself. I was at home alone, luckily, so yeah, I fucking snapped, hit the fucking yeah. It was not good, and I fucking sobbed. I'm pretty sure this is enough to emphasize that I meant no harm because I literally just didn't understand why somebody would implement such an illogical law in New York. Parents exist for a reason. Parents are supposed to monitor what you do, monitor your limits, give you limits, and then make sure you're off when it's your bedtime. Not the fucking government. This goes for the age verification and all that shit. Parents are the key responsible. Parents are supposed to have the key responsibility, not the fucking government. But honestly, I'm used to it at this point. We're all used to it at this point. We have no power, we have no power in absolute way to just take control of that and assert logic. Why? That's a good question, but I don't know. It's starting to feel like a dictatorship to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? But yeah, that's basically why I made this video because I was really pissed off and I went into severe depression. So that was great. I'm not saying this shit for clout. You know, like I know I'm very self-aware when I talk about this topic or these topics, but I'm just letting y'all know I'm not looking for clout or anything like that. Like, you know, my I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous video, but my therapist is low key trying hard, low key geeking. Okay, I don't know why I said it like that. She's just trying her best to find a psychiatrist, which I respect. At least she's trying her best, you know. It's only a matter of time that the psychiatrist or whatever actually responds. But yeah, I had a talk with my family, my mother, my grandma, my aunt. Anytime something would frustrate me, I would get into this kind of behavior. This, I don't want to say the actual word because I don't want, in case I violate YouTube policy, but it has to do with wanting to cease to exist. So I would, whenever I'd get like extremely frustrated or stressed out, my brain would already resort to these thoughts, these disgusting thoughts, so to speak. And so this was repetitive too. It's like anytime I get, like I said, anytime that something pisses me off extremely, I start getting into those thoughts later on. And yeah, um, this is something that definitely needs to be disclosed or discovered, you know, but that's gonna be for something later. I don't know if it's mandatory that it becomes private. Maybe not, but who knows. Anyways, that's not the whole point of this video. The point of what I'm trying to say is that the point of this video is that I'm trying to say that school genuinely does not make sense. That's all. And uh, I'm just glad that I didn't, yeah, you know. And I'm not saying that like it's easy to control yourself because it's really not. You know, the instincts or whatever are strong as shit. Wait, let me check my battery real quick. Alright, my fault. Alright. So yeah, instincts are extremely strong. You know, it's hard to just contain that heat of anger. You know, I don't mean to make this shit sound corny, but like, I know y'all, obviously y'all for sure have felt this way someday or sometime. But yeah, I genuinely just wanted to like say all this spiteful shit, wishing the worst of my teacher. Thankfully, I didn't because I had said to myself that I'm getting quite literally fed up with that. And obviously, I was fed up with that. And I don't know what else to say, honestly. For a teacher to kind of, well, I can't really blame the teacher to get me into getting these thoughts because I literally have nothing disclosed. Like, the only thing the school knows is that I go to therapy and that's it. But yeah, but if the teacher did know, if that teacher purposely got somebody into thinking, you know what, that would be a huge consequence for that teacher. A humongous consequence, sorry. Yeah. So I kind of just wanted to get my point across. Like, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to. I'm pretty sure I forgot to describe what I was trying to get my point across. So basically, I was just complaining how dystopian society was. I think I already said that earlier in the video. Sorry, my memory is like bad right now. But yeah, dystopian society. It's like Fahrenheit 451, which I actually read not too long ago in English. It's horrific. It's a disaster. The school's a disaster. Uh, yeah, I have nothing else to. Oh wait, actually, the reason why I emphasize how it was hard to like have controls because literally for the past few days, this week, well now it's Friday, but the days before this day, so many students would yell at the teacher, not just yell, but like argue. It was it was humiliating. It was disappointing, but boys, we're in a phase of extreme mental development. We are sensitive to the fucking touch. The touch. We are really just that sensitive, honestly. Me included, even if I'm like a fucking kind asshole. I'm too overly sympathetic sometimes, but even I get this way. You know, even everybody else gets this way. That's basically all I wanted to explain. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm doing fine. Like, I'm sure the things I'll need will come soon. And like I said, this isn't for clout. Okay, guys. I promise this is not for clout. I kind of also want to get more into these like webcam kind of videos just to get a little bit used to it or start something new in this channel since apparently I can't really make videos because just costs that much motivation or discipline. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to tell you guys. Do I hate the teacher? Low key, yeah, but not in the way you'd expect. I hate the teacher, but I'm not gonna like visibly act like I hate the teacher. I'm not gonna say all this disgusting shit. I'm just gonna say yes, ma'am. Well, not yes, ma'am, but I'm just gonna do what I have to do, just like y'all. Don't get yourselves into trouble, guys. Obviously, but yeah, definitely don't. Honestly, oh yeah, one last thing before I end this video. I wanted to like speak some sense into this teacher respectfully. Like, I know there's a saying or whatever, don't talk back to adults, but really, why shouldn't you? Just because you're a minor? Just because your brain that is still developing. That's like saying all 10-year-olds are retarded because their brain is developing. I guess we all forgot about young Sheldon. Not all of us, but yeah. I would say I'm a minor. I'm 16, but does this mean that Does this mean that my arguments are invalid? Hell no. No, it's actually quite simple, but yeah. Holy yeah, but let me get straight to the point. All I wanted to say was, I'm sorry, Mrs. Blank, but I'm not here to pose an argument, so please don't raise your voice. Anyways, enough yapping, because we're already 15 minutes in. Uh, anyways, have a great night, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.